Hi guys, this is Yodit. I am back with another video, which is like a continuous of the other video I made last time. I made a video about how to start traveling and seeing new places. So this one is about, it's an advice how to travel and what things to do and not to do, or to be careful about. So if you are not subscribed to my channel, do subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and comment below so we can talk about it. So let's get right to it. So let's start, yeah? So when you're traveling, first thing you do is obviously research. Research. Okay, I say this all the time to people to research, but I am more adventurous and I never do. I just kind of, poof, kind of get up and go. But I can do that because I have the personality of adapting. I have that personality to adapt to any type of situation, any type of culture. But if you don't have that type of personality that I can talk to a rock. I'm very talkative, as you can see. And I have communication skills. But if you don't have that, even if you have that, it's always better to research of the place that you're going. Like, do your research before you go to the country, because you don't want to be in a situation that you go to a place where it's not safe for you, or it goes against what you believe in. Because if you are a person that, like, let's say that's very Christian and you're very like this about, you know, whatever type of things, I'm just giving an example, don't shoot me, about these things, because I'm not into this religion or politics shit. This is about travel. But I'm just giving you a little example about whatever, right? So, and then you want to go to, let's say, Saudi Arabia, and then it's a Muslim country, then you can have your cross on, or you can talk about these things, and you have to cover up. Like, you don't want to go to Saudi Arabia. That's not a place for you. So you can't just be like, oh, I'm going to Saudi Arabia, but this is not a place for you. So when you research about the place, and then if you accept their rules and their whatever culture, then you are mentally prepared. So I'll tell you why. Because I'm saying this because the first time I went to Dubai, because mostly this video I'll give Dubai as an example because it was my last travel. So the first time I went to Dubai, I was disappointed big time, because from everything I saw, I was like, Dubai is so cosmopolitan, everything is so wow, and they're very free, and you can do whatever you want, you can dress like whatever you want, da, da, da. So I was like, oh, okay, like I felt very free. I went with the mentality of like Europe mentality, like I just went there, and every little thing started bothering me. Like, okay, I'll go to the metro, but then there's like a section where there's for a woman, for a man, and then in the middle there's like for men and women together. And then I was with my ex-boyfriend at the time, so when we would walk, we would hold hands or we would try to kiss each other, but that's a no-no. So I'm like, what is this? Like, this is supposed to be like a cosmopolitan country. Like I was getting annoyed, but here's the thing, it doesn't matter if it's a cosmopolitan country, it's still a Muslim country, and they have their rules and their culture. That's just not acceptable for them. So the first time I went there, a lot of things bothered me, because I went with the expectation of a different reality that I saw. So to make your experiences better, just research. So you already know when you arrive there, it's not a shock, so it doesn't bother you. So the last time, and then the times I went after that, it gotten better and better and better, because I know what things to do and what things not to do, what are acceptable, what are not acceptable. So do research the places that you go, so your experiences are so and easy. Second, obey the law. Yes, it seems like, a very normal thing, but not for lots of people, yeah? Obey the law. Like, it's I can't even imagine, like, you can't even imagine how many people don't obey the law outside of their country. Just because you're in a different country, that doesn't mean that the law doesn't apply to you, which is worse because you're in another country where you don't have your family nearby, or their jails are not as good as it is in your country, or their laws are not so flexible, or maybe, like it's not with the punishment is not as light as it is in your country. For example, you go to Thailand or any Asian countries, or like Dubai, for example, there is no drug use, no drugs. You use drugs or you're fined with drugs, penalty of death or lifetime sentence. That's it. That's the rule. That's it. But then your stupid ass goes there and do that. What happens? You did. So don't do that. Obey the law. They say no drugs, no drugs. There's plenty of time for you to come back and do your drugs or do whatever stupid thing you want to do. Driving with this in Asia, like when I was living in Bali, I saw this so many times. People drive without a helmet. Like, yes, everywhere in the world it's said you should wear a helmet while you're driving. There is a reason for it. So you don't die or become a potato. But when we leave our country and go to some other places, we become a potato. So I see these people driving their motorcycles drunk and without no helmet. That's 2 laws broken. And then what happens? You have an accident and now you're a potato. So don't do that. Obey the law. Do the things you're supposed to do, because especially because you're outside of your country and away from your loved ones. So they are not there to pick your potato ass up and make a salad with it. So obey the law and respect. This is the third one. Respect the locals. Respecting the locals is very, very important. Very, very important. Like, I shouldn't even have to say, like, these things that I'm saying are things that I shouldn't even have to say. But sometimes when we go to especially third world countries, like, we have this thing of superiority. Not we, I'm from the third world country. I'm talking about your asses. We have this thing about this superiority that we kind of talk down to people, their culture and their whatever. But sometimes it's not even about superiority. It's just about ignorance. Like, it's about not knowing and how to react to it, because it's kind of like, for us, it's a new thing. So we kind of like try to make fun of it or make a joke. But for those people, it's not very funny. Like, if they're wearing a kanga, or like it's like how do you say, a sarong, like their pants, like, and they're men, and if you're making fun of like, oh, this dude is wearing a skirt, he's probably laughing at you because you're wearing pants. You're just from different cultures. So don't make fun of that. Like, try to even join, and you can wear the sarong as well. And hey, like, it's nice. It's a local experience, and it's breezy out there. So anyways, just respect the locals. Respect the locals and the way things they do, and whatever it is. It could be about anything. Food, like, try their food. I understand, like, sometimes it's very hard for some people to eat other food, but there's no need for you to disrespect their food, because some people just be like, giving this reaction towards people's food, like, like this. Like, don't do that. That's very disrespectful, because this is people's food. People eat that. They put it in yum. Yeah, so don't do that. It's very, very disrespectful. You're being really rude in somebody's house. You have to have in your mind, you are a visitor. So some people, like some tourists, have this mentality of like, oh, I'm bringing business to your... Nobody asked you. You went there because you wanted to. Nobody asked you. So like, don't feel that like I have the say of to act and do whatever I want. No, you don't. You're in somebody's house. Nobody invited you. You wanted to go there. So when you are there, you have to go by their rules and their culture and their whatever. So respect whatever rules they have. Respect whatever food they have. Like, just don't, just respect people. People, like, and then you receive respect. And then you receive more than you imagined or asked for. So respect the locals. Try food. Food is amazing. I mean, we all live for our stomachs. One way we like it or not, that's all we work for, is to eat better and to have a better life. So eating different type of food and trying new dishes, that's what it's all about, right? Like, you don't want to go and eat pizza every day while you're in Dubai. Like, go to a local place and try their, like rice with some chicken and some hummus. Oh, sorry, hummus, because I said hummus and someone corrected me there multiple times. It's not hummus, it's hummus. Try your hummus and smoke your shisha. If you don't smoke, it's fine. But what I'm trying to say, you get my point. Just try the food. Don't always just eat whatever you eat in your home, because you get that at home anyways. Get out of your hotel. Lord. Okay, so I will go back to Dubai now, right? Like, so I know lots of people, like handful of people that have been to Dubai multiple times. Like, there are some people that have been to Dubai like maybe 3-4 times a month. Not a month, sorry, a year. Yeah, because maybe they have a business there, maybe they have, some family member there, and they go there like occasionally. But they have never done anything cultural. Like, never. You have to. Like, you're in a new place, like, you have to minimum see 3 things in all the time that you go there. Like, even if you're going there for one time and then you just want to relax and enjoy, don't just sit in your hotel because of the commodities. Yes, the hotel is very nice. It has a nice spa, it has a nice swimming pool, it has good food, nice bar, but that's it. That you can get in your own city. You can just go to a nice hotel and then stay there, and it will be actually much cheaper because you don't have to fly all the way there. So try to do minimum 3 things, like we're talking about Dubai, for example, like go to the desert, go to the Miracle Garden, go to Global Village or something, go to, like a day trip to Abu Dhabi and see the Great Mosque. Just do something that's cultural, at least 3 things. Like 3 things you can do in one day. Even if you don't even want to do like every day, like you just want to hang out at your hotel, fine. But at least like make the effort at least in one day to do something. And if you don't want to do, like go here and go there, just take the tour bus, like the city tour bus. You just take that for one day and you saw already a lots of places. That could be a cultural day. So do try to leave your hotel, even if you're just going there just to relax. That's also another way to relax, but at least you come back home, not just, like you slept by the pool and you have like, tan lines, but you also have learned and seen something new. So, yes, I said that. Listen to the locals, concierge, and the guide. Because, like, sometimes we are like a little... It could be like, maybe not just me, but some people are also like stubborn about some things and they don't want to listen. Yeah, but when you are somewhere else, you're not in your country, so you have to listen to people. Listen to the locals, expat community who live there, or your hotel concierge or your guide. Because if they told you, okay, if you're going to this area, do try to put on a scarf. Or don't go to this area because of this reason. They're not trying to trick you. They are warning you because they know that you shouldn't do that. Even as locals, they're not doing that. But you're like, oh, I'm adventurous, I'm gonna go. Your ass is gonna get in trouble, and there's no one to take you out of it. So listen to locals, whoever is there for longer time, or your concierge. Do listen to them. Another one. Support local businesses. Yeah. So for me, supporting local businesses is something that I truly believe in, and I do all the time when I travel. I 100% prefer to go buy in the market than to go buy in a big commercial malls or shops or brands. Because, like, my money for this, big shop or big brand doesn't really matter. At the same time, if I want to buy something from that shop, I still have that shop in my city because they're big brands. Or I'm not even talking about like Versace or something like, but maybe like it could be H&M or Zara, whatever. But there are shops that you can find in your city, so it makes no sense for you while you're in Dubai or whatever, you go buy there. I mean, if you're from Ethiopia and then you don't have those shops and you want to buy, that's a different story. But what I'm saying is, like, as in general, if you have those shops in your city, try to avoid them, because at the same time, if you're just, trying to buy something, it has to be something special, because it's something special from this place that you will not find in your city where you live. So try to buy things from local businesses. Support the local businesses because they're supporting their families. They're not big organization. It's not a mass big factories. So it's like it's a more organic business where you're having to deal with the owner directly rather than a big chain of companies. And also the service and the product that you get is much better. You actually feel much better as well because you know exactly where the money is going. Because it's going to their families, which is because it's a small family business. Even if it's like a market where they're selling, fruits or clothes, whatever it is that they're selling. It could be, dried fruits, spices, whatever. I always would just go to the local market and buy my things from there. I also bought things from Global Village, but they're also small businesses. They're not big brands. So just try to support your local businesses. So I guess that pretty much covers about everything. Just don't put yourself in a position where you don't want to be in trouble. So always do your research. Oh, and another one, very important as well, do your shots. Shots as in if you have to take a shot for the yellow fever, malaria, whatever it is, do take your shots. It's not a joke. There is nothing worse than going on vacation and being sick, and then you have to spend the rest of the time looking for a hospital, and then the hospital bills are crazy expensive when you're traveling because you have to go to private hospitals, and then you don't even know what type of doctors that you're going to get. So you just don't want to be sick in a place where you don't know. So do take your shots. Try to stay healthy so you can come back home to your family without no problem. So that's pretty much it. If I remember something, I'll let you know. If you like this video, like I said, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and comment below so we can talk about it. Alrighty, now I'm gonna go now. Peace out. I'm still